Is your horn tingling? Let's rub horns. Horns up, horns up, horns up, horns up, horns up. We are Unicorn Podcast.
Hello, Dusters. Happy Sunday morning. Sorry this is so early. Had a crazy day yesterday. We took the UFD Duster to Farmington, Missouri for a blues and barbecue and a Bitcoin conference that was going on there. I'm going to tell you more about that later and some crazy stories about things that happen. But today's another big IRL day for me and the family, so I had to do this super early on Sunday. For those of you joining live, thank you, thank you. For those of you who are watching the replay, thank you, thank you. But we are in Duster Club right now, Sunday morning Duster Club, and we got a lot to talk about. The big deal today is the raid on KRAKEN. You know, KRAKEN was the first big tier 1 exchange that listed us, and they've been very good to us over the past few months. Today, we're going out there on the timeline, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Reddit, everywhere, and in the way that we do it, which is in a positive and respectful, classy way, we are going to make some noise about our appreciation for KRAKEN. That helps us help them, right? It feels good to be helpful to the companies that we're aligned with, but it also gets our name out there. It'll get new and more exposure for UFD, and we are on a wild ride together. Don't forget, before I forget, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything that I say here today, but I do own a huge amount of UFD, so my horn is aligned with your horn. Let's take a look at just one of the cool pieces that's coming out already for the KRAKEN raid. This one came from our friend Charlie. Georgie posted it, but I thought this was really cool. See if I can get it on. Oh, it's got music with it. Look at that. I don't know if she makes these out of clay, but this is from Charlie Makers. Why can't I get, here we go. Check that out, huh? That's UFD, baby. Oh, that's me patting the KRAKEN head. I just realized that. Okay, thank you, guys. Let's remember, let's get the word out. Resilient Jack and Nate the Great are doing a wonderful job coordinating these raids. There's raid groups you can join on X. There's a lot of things. Reach out to Nate the Great. Reach out to our friend Resilient Jack. Thank you to everyone. Let's make this happen. Let's keep getting the dust out there because, guys, guess what? It is working. I know, right? I look at the token price only once a day at this point because I'm more focused on doing things that are going to move the community forward. But I know, right? We've been consolidating for a long time, apparently yesterday, and this is a good thing. One of the very early, somebody who invested in UFD around the time, right around when I created it, they bought in when the market cap was like, I don't know, 40, 50,000 supposedly during the, what do they call that? The ramp up phase on Radium or whatever it was on the, not even on Radium. Anyway, they got out of the coin, which is a good thing because all those coins are now distributed amongst all the diamond hooved dusters. And how do we know that's happening? I want to show you some data that I think is super exciting and something that we can be very encouraged about. Let's get this up. Okay. This was from, I forget who originally posted it, but from Holder Scan. And this shows, may be hard for us to see on the screen. There's UFD. If you can see if I can draw on here. Woo, can I make that bigger? I don't think I can make that bigger. Just trust me. There's UFD, okay? And we have 65% of our coins are being held for 90 days or more. Guys, that is a huge deal. That means almost 2/3 of our outstanding coins are in diamond hooves, diamond hands, for those of you who are buttercups. And if you're a buttercup, you probably don't know what buttercup means. Buttercup is someone who's yet to buy their first UFD, someone who's yet to join those 2 out of 3 people who have held for more than 90 days. If we keep holding and we keep going, sorry, I'm losing my voice. You know what's going to happen. And you know what? Right? Resilient Jack, this is for you and the whole UFD community. 2/3 of this jug is full of people who've held more than 90 days. And that number is going up and up and up. Just a few weeks ago, it was like, what, 58%, 60%? Guys, as the jug fills up, because there's only 999 million beans, period, we can never make any more. We can't dilute, okay? I'm not Jerome Powell at the Federal Reserve. I can't print more beans like he can print more dollars. We're going to get to a point where we have a bean shortage. We will get, if we hold, right? If everybody stops selling right now, today, we would have the bean shortage. Right? Sure, that's wishful thinking. We know that, and isn't going to happen necessarily today. But what is happening today is more and more people. Each one of those beans represents you. One of those beans is you. We move closer to a bean shortage, and eventually, Valhalla, which Valhalla is the Viking heaven. It's where everything is good. Everything is beautiful. And things are good. Things are beautiful now. Another thing that happened just the other day I want to share with you. I get a little dizzy after I shake those beans. I tell you guys. Woo. Okay, let's see if I can get this one up. Got the right screen. Nope, wrong one. Oh, here's social dominance. Let's talk about that. Then I got something else big to show you. These are our recent social dominance numbers. He looked into the ranking of UFD in terms of mentions across all sectors in crypto. To his surprise, UFD holds the number 55 position in all of crypto, all sectors of crypto, surpassing Polkadot, GameStop, and SEI. This indicates that among all existing cryptocurrencies, UFD is in the top 60 for mentions across all social platforms. Unlimited potential UFD. This is from Ez the Duster, who we absolutely love. Guys, wait a minute. We're number 55 out of all cryptocurrencies. And I want you to think about something powerful, okay? I guarantee you that those 54 other communities, quote unquote, that are above us in terms of social mentions, right? They don't have a lot of those communities. Their social activity that's measured is based on bots, is based on whatever. I don't want to name the coin, but there's one that's above us on the Pump Fund ecosystem. And every time I go to look at like where's their community, I don't see anything. I see a bunch of posts that are like, I will just say, and I don't want to be much respect to the people that in that token, that project. But their how do I say this? Their community doesn't have any of the depth. Like our depth is like the deep end in the swimming pool. The depth of what I see in their post is like the little baby pool that's like 6 inches deep. It's just all about, just the price and like computer driven stuff. So the fact that we are number 55 out of all cryptos. Are you kidding me? I didn't have as much time to prepare for this live stream as normal. I got to tell you, that's a big deal. That puts us alone in an elite group. And then the important thing to remember when we factor in that everything we are doing in terms of social engagement is organic, is grassroots. It's a big deal. We got over 160 people early on a Sunday morning for a flash live stream. Thank you for being here. Whether you're live or you're watching the replay, please repost this on X. Watch it on YouTube. Share it. Get the word out. Don't forget, Kraken. Let's get cracking on Kraken today. All right, what's next? Oh, how come we can have so much fun at 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning? I don't know, guys. This came from Bitmart. Okay, small steps, big journey. And isn't that the truth, right? Day by day. But they've got the unicorn. I don't know. I don't know. Is that, who's the most recognizable unicorn in the cryptocurrency world? Who's number 55 out of all crypto in all the world when it comes to social community engagement? What's the number one factor that everyone in the crypto world says determines the ultimate fate of a crypto project? Community. And how many followers does Bitmart have? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, only 1.4 million. They're not that big or anything, are they, guys? Okay. So yesterday we took the duster, Elizabeth Grace and I took the Duster on a little road trip to Farmington, Missouri, in southern Missouri. They were having their big blues and barbecue festival. It's a big, huge deal, big barbecue contest. They were having a Bitcoin conference that we went and spent a little time at, but it was a great experience. So many people saw the Duster. I spent a lot of time, hold on. I talked so much yesterday, I lost my voice. I spent so much time sitting, talking to people about UFD, people coming up, wanting to know about the car, wanting to know about crypto, wanting to know about meme coins. It was a wonderful experience, but we also met some incredible people. Look, there's going to be a video coming out in a few days. I met a guy named Freddie Lee, who was one of the coolest people, and just like, look, he doesn't own UFD. I'm not going to lie to you, right? We're teaching more and more people, but this guy has a product. I got to show it to you. And I actually bought it, called Ghetto SAUCE. It's a barbecue sauce. It's actually sold in like 1,200 stores now across the Midwest and across the country. And this stuff is incredible, but it's an incredible story about him creating this company in a very, let's say, underprivileged part of St. Louis. He calls it Ghetto SAUCE. So I guess I can say a ghetto. Okay. One of the coolest people. And Elizabeth Grace and I went around and did these interviews, one of which is with him that you're going to see in a few days. But I will tell you, okay, this stuff, and I bought the mild. Okay. I loved it. I did. And I'm not being paid to say this. I did put a link to it in Amazon. You can buy it and get it shipped by the gallon. If you like barbecue sauce, and this is a little different. Okay. I just absolutely loved it. Anyway, you can check it out. I think I put the link in the description of the, what do you call it? The YouTube video description, but great guy. But we met another guy and I had a dance off with him, Big Chuck. Okay. Look, there's good people all over the world. I want to share with you Big Chuck and the experience I had with him. If you haven't seen this yet, Big Chuck and he was a character amongst characters. Again, this came from Elizabeth Grace. I want to say thank you to Elizabeth for all the great help. You can watch this video on her YouTube channel or here on X.
It don't matter what hand.
I'm Ron from Ron's Basement, Unicorn Fart Dust. Hey, but most importantly, Big Chuck.
Yep, Big Chuck.
So what is the belt for?
Oh, we won this in Pittsburgh here.
Oh, really?
I am the grand champion around here. And I'm going to be the grand champion around here. I got bragging rights. I can say whatever I want to say. And we put a lot of love into what we do. Me, I love my job.
Yeah.
I'm what they call the hype man.
Yeah.
You know, I get out, talk my stuff, dance, do what I got to do, get the crowd in.
All right. For.
Oh, we won this in Pittsburgh here.
Oh, really?
I am the grand champion around here. And I'm going to be the grand champion around here. I got bragging rights. I can say whatever I want to say. And we put a lot of love into what we do. Me, I love my job.
Yeah.
I'm what they call the hype man.
Yeah.
I get out, talk my stuff, dance, do what I got to do, get the crowd in.
All right. Now, wait a minute. So I'm going to make sure I get this right. This is a barbecue contest going on here, right? And you work for one of the barbecue companies that's in the contest. Yep. And your job is, what is it called? Is it?
Oh, this right here.
Off the bone barbecue. Yeah. And you walk around and basically promote the barbecue.
That's right. You got it right.
That is cool. And you dance.
Yeah. We're the only barbecue team that we don't just cook, we dance too. We entertain our customers, get them stuff, we play line dance music. We don't discriminate. Once I see a person start moving their shoulder, the leg, or whatever, I know they know how to dance. We get people involved. We get them out there doing line dances and stuff like that.
You want me to teach you a new dance?
Yeah, sure.
The dance bag. Here, will you hold that? All right, this is called the dance bag. I invented this. So when you start, you go down and you unzip the bag. You take your hands and you open it up, and then you step through, and then you do like the butter churn, huh? You like that, Chuck?
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
All right,
good. I'm going to use that one.
you got a dance you can top. Let's see you do a little dance.
We got one called the Eddie Eddie dance. It go like this.
Eddie.
Or just put your hand in the air like this, and just bounce back and forth. It don't matter what hand.
High five.
Eddie right here.
High five, Big Chuck.
That's right. High five.
High five.
All right.
All right, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy that shrimp.
All right.
Yeah. See you later. Okay, guys. I just realized. Well, we're just falling off the rails. Bear with me. We're gonna get back here. Okay, I just realized my microphone was muted. I don't know how long it was muted, but I will say that was Big Chuck. What I was saying is he's a hype man. I don't know if you heard him say that. He calls himself a hype man. And I said, hey, he'd be great for the cryptocurrency meme coin sector, and he'll make a great duster. I told him to check it out. I actually spent a long time talking to the big company, the owner of the company that he works for. I think he said it's Off the Bone Barbecue. Really a cool guy, young guy. His name's Peaceful Pete. Because we talked, and he kept telling me, he was like, the most important thing in my life, and he's only like 34 years old, is peace. And because actually he let me park the duster next to where it's like a big commercial production barbecue stand that he has, like 15 employees. Really a cool guy. You know what? I guess I can say this. I don't know if I can say it. I can say this. We were getting ready to leave, Elizabeth Grace and I, and I'm almost going to tear up when he said this. He said, you know what? He said, for a white guy, you're different. He said, and I mean that in a good way. And I said, well, I'm a duster, and I told him, I said, I know that our paths will cross again. So Peaceful Pete, Big Chuck, the hype man, we love you guys. It was great meeting you, and great getting to tell you about Unicorn Fart Dust, and great to learn about what you guys are doing, because they have good hearts. All right, guys. And don't forget Ghetto Sauce. That's a whole different thing. Ghetto Sauce. Freddie Lee's Ghetto Sauce. You can get it on Amazon. I'll put a link. I'll put it out later today. And I'm not being paid to say that. And I wasn't paid to say any of that stuff. I am sponsored, however, by Ledger. That's a big deal. We're very lucky to have Ledger, the leader in hardware wallet technology. But guys, you got to realize Ledger does way more. They do the hardware wallet stuff like nobody else, right? They're the leader, securing 20% of the world's cryptocurrency. But, excuse me, you can do so much more. I think a lot of people think, oh, I need to have a software wallet to be able to sell, stake, swap, whatever, all these different things, manage all of my electronic digital assets. No, that's not right. That's wrong. With the Ledger Live app, you can do all of that, and you can do it all within the Ledger ecosystem. I encourage you to check it out, right? Check out Ledger, the hardware devices, but also what they can do for you with the Ledger Live app. I use it. Okay, I use Ledger Live. I'm very transparent about that, and I love it. So thank you, Ledger, for sponsoring Ron's Basement. While we're on the subject, let's say thank you to MoonPay as well, the entry door into crypto for millions and millions of people, over 35 million customer accounts right now. They also allow you to do a lot more within their app, within their ecosystem. I heard somebody say the other day, they're like becoming the PayPal of crypto. So a big deal that we get to be affiliated with, associated with two of the best companies in crypto. Think about that, guys. That's a big deal. Please, today's we're cracking it up for KRAKEN, no doubt. But support Ledger, support MoonPay. They are part of our journey. And look, they're both companies that I believe, just my opinion, are big value adders into the crypto space. Hey, UFD Corral, I showed this yesterday, but UFD Corral sent me this awesome shirt. I want to say thank you. I'll be wearing it in the future. It's a nice polo shirt. Look at that, with one of my favorite pieces of UFD Unicorn Fart Dust art. You can also reach out to him at UFD Corral. In the coming days, I'll bring you to the website where you can get that. He also gave some great stuff to Elizabeth Grace for her to wear as she's out there. Sorry, I talked a lot yesterday and my voice is going. But Elizabeth Grace has some new merch as well. I'm sure she'll be showing it in her future videos. Also, we got a TikTok contest. We got a lot going on in this community, guys. Let me pull this one up. Yep, here we go. And the microphone is on. Sorry about that earlier. The UFD community TikTok contest. Get ready to flex your creativity. We're launching TikTok contest for the UFD community. Create an epic TikTok video showcasing UFD vibes, humor, community love, or anything that reps UFD, and you could win $500 in UFD. So, guys, go out to the official UFD profile page on X, and you can read all about that. And don't forget, we also have a bowl poster contest going on where I believe it's you can win $400 in UFD. And what the heck, we'll just go. You don't want to look at me. Oh, do you want to look at me? Yeah, now let's go check this out. Other big news, interesting news, I'll say, came out. Crypt Wizard shared with us Pump Fun. Pump Fun is soft shilling UFD on Instagram. So they put out a post on Instagram that says this: if you were to buy $50 worth of UFD at launch on the Pump Fun app, you would have been up nearly $5 million in profit when it hit its all-time high. So very interesting that Pump Fun is making posts about UFD. We're happy. That's a nice positive post. So thank you, Pump Fun, for putting that one out there. And I also want to say thank you. Here, let's pull this up. Here it is on Instagram. But the important thing is I want to say thank you to Connector, who's been working tirelessly on our Instagram page. Thank you, Connector. We are a community. Everything that we are doing is from the community. I am not CEO. I'm a guy in his basement, created the coin as an experiment. The community made it what it is. You have as much power in this community as I do. You have as much of an opportunity to step up in this community as I do. If you're sitting out there thinking, oh, we should be doing this, oh, we should be doing that, do it. Bring it to the community. Put it out there, right? Look, people, I've done things and people said that's not a good idea, and they explained to me why, and I didn't do it. I stopped doing it. If you have an idea and you want to put it out there to the community, get feedback, get people's thoughts. This has been a community takeover from day one, right? And Connector is a great example of somebody with Instagram. Georgie, Crypt Wizard, The Bean. You just name it. Resilient Jack, Nate the Great. I can't name everybody. Emma, who helped us out a great deal. guys, look, and there's a lot more. I want to emphasize that. Gimmicks, Brian Life. I can't think of everybody. Please don't be offended. Say your own name out loud and give yourself a pat on your hindquarters. Everybody out there who's making this happen. We're number 55. We are number 55 out of all crypto in the whole big world. Number 55 when it comes to social engagement, social dominance. And I'm telling you, at least half of those that are above us, their social engagement is generated by computers or just people who are, have no real, we got connections. Are you connected? Do you feel connected? I hope you feel connected right now. It's very important. That's what we have. Our community is our utility, but the community is built on connections, right? The community, we're all a bunch of individual nodes, right? Like imagine, right? We're all a bunch of individual horns. Imagine your screen that you're looking at right now. You're not looking at my boyish good looks or anything like that. No, you're looking at a black screen that's got a bunch of horns lit up, okay? You're one of the horns. But those horns aren't in isolation. There's lines, like they're all connected in all different ways with each other. That's what we are. That's important. Let's not forget that. Let's look at Timmy. Did you hear about Timmy? Royal, who's been with us and been a consistent contributor to our community for a long time, came up with this guy, Timmy. I don't think we're going to have sound, but this one here is 6 seconds long. Woo, Timmy, it's almost Halloween. And you know what? We're going to look at another Timmy here in a second, but I want to say something, guys. Like, hey, we're nice. We're all about good attracts good. We're all about people doing good, quality, honesty, integrity, prosperity, all that. But we aren't going to get pushed around. Okay. We are also fierce unicorns. And Timmy, I think, exemplifies that. Okay. We don't want to spend time. Imagine our situation right now. Let me explain to you what is going on with UFD. Imagine you're standing on some railroad tracks, which I don't recommend you do in real life because it can be dangerous. But for now, we're standing on railroad tracks. We're looking straight ahead. Those are the rails. Okay. Those are the rails that were laid out for us by the founding fathers of crypto. That's why we are baby Bitcoin, right? The founding fathers of crypto, the founding fathers and mothers of the blockchain, all these great things, transparency, fairness, for the people, by the people, democratization, decentralization, all those ethos, those are the rails. Excuse me. But on each side of those tracks, right? The tracks are up elevated on some land. On one side, there's a swamp, and on the other side, there's a bunch of big, ugly mud pits with wild hogs, feral pigs. We want to stay on the rails. We are going to move forward. Okay. I know there's so much drama, right? So much toxicity. There's like toxic waste on one side, right? There's the swamp and there's bubbling toxic waste. On the other side, there's mud. If we jump in the mud pit with the pigs, we're going to get dirty. Okay. If we hop in the other, all this drama, all this, I don't even understand. Okay. And I'm not casting any shade here, but whatever's going on, I don't even pay attention to it. I'm not going to waste my time. I want to stay on the rails. But this rage guy stuff, I'm not involved. I'm not saying anything. I don't want to be involved. Okay. But just fighting and the rug pulls and all this crap. We want to stay on the rails, right? We don't want to go in the swamp. We don't want to go in the hazardous waste dump. We don't want to go in the mud pit. That's so important. That is why if we want the crypto world, if we want the meme coin world in particular to change, the best way we can do that is with the success of our project. Hold on a second, guys. I'm having voice issues. Okay, I'm back. And the microphone's on. I apologize earlier to all of you that I think I had the microphone off for 5 minutes. Maybe you enjoyed the live stream a little more in that. Let's look at another Timmy video. One more from our friend. Timmy's tough, right? But Timmy is going to stay on the rails. And here's Timmy at the beach. Oh, turned into a kraken. That is awesome. Thank you, Royal. Okay. And thank you to all the artists out there who are working tirelessly to create unbelievable works of art and inspiration for the UFD community. Thank you to Ledger. Thank you to MoonPay. Don't forget, you can go out to Amazon, Freddie Lee, right? Freddie Lee, and that is an affiliate link that I put on there, but you can buy this by the gallon. The jars are like $13 on Amazon. I paid $7 for this yesterday. And we're going to have a video coming up with Freddie Lee from Ghetto SAUCE. What a great guy. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I don't talk about it often here, but if you got something that maybe could even be written on paper that you want to keep safe, don't forget, check out Dirty Man Safes. The only reason I bring this up on the crypto live streams is because when the LA fires hit, maybe a year ago, or I don't know, 6 months ago, horrible situation. There were a lot of people who had fireproof safes, thought they had their piece of paper with 24 or 12 secret words written on. They thought it was safe from anything. And the heat was so intense that it destroyed. There were people that lost millions and millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. You can look it up. It's real. You can Google it. No doubt. This is a safe that you bury in the ground. It's a Dirty Man safe. There's a discount code, Ron10. Okay. These are really cool. This is the Dirty Girl, the smaller one. And, right, what do I have inside mine? I've got a unicorn. So it's a company that I've worked with now for almost a year, and people have been very, very, very pleased. So if you're interested, check them out, dirtymansafe.com. Number one, be good to yourself. Have a great day. Today is KRAKEN Raid Day, Dusters. Okay. And if you're a buttercup, go buy yourself a few UFD beans. Go on the timeline. Say, I just bought $UFD. You're going to be amazed at the people you're going to meet. Guys, Look, 2/3 of our beans are in hands, hooves that have held for more than 90 days. What we are doing is working. This is our chance, right? Remember what a beautiful miracle we are living through right now. It's easy. Sometimes I understand to get kind of caught up in the day-to-day minutia, to get depressed, to get frustrated. I get it. It happens to all of us, okay? But for just right now, take a step back and realize what a miracle this is. Most of us are living some pretty good lives in the context of overall history. But we have this technology that allows us to connect. We are here on a Sunday morning together, connected. You're part of the group. You're part of the herd, right? You're a duster. You're a diamond hoof duster, right? Imagine, right? We are literally in a corral, right? We're hanging out. Most of us are hanging out in the VIP section, which we call the diamond hooves section. Over 90 days, 2/3 of us. But we have this opportunity, not only this technology to be connected, not only this technology, you know how many people, and it includes me, have said, now that I found UFD and I found this community, I feel connected again. I was isolated. I was isolating myself. Now I'm involved. And there's going to be arguments. That's okay, guys, because we care. If we didn't care, there would be no arguments. Arguments are good, okay? Constructive, good arguments, no doubt about it. Okay, but we all at the bottom line share a common goal, and we have this unbelievable technology that lets us connect. But on top of that, we've got the double winger, which is the blockchain, which is crypto, which is unicorn fart dust, Web3, which allows us to actually create something of value. Today, just for instance, when we're all out there, right, rating KRAKEN and talking about our appreciation for KRAKEN, that's creating value, right? But the real value that we create is our sense of belonging, our shared mission, our soul that we have together. Nobody can ever do again what we are doing right now with Unicorn Fart Dust. We are number 55 in the world of all cryptocurrencies. Think about that, okay? We want to be in the Hall of Fame, right? Dogecoin, I won't even name the names. We have that opportunity. It's real. It's working. And day by day by day, we get more and more people who not only join our community because it's a good place to be a part of. It's a good family. It's a good herd. It's a good mission that we're on, right? We are doing it for the people, by the people. But also, as those people come in, they are buying UFD beans. There are people who are long-term holders. They are quality holders. Day by day by day by day, we get closer and closer and closer. I got to do it again. I bet Resilient Jack's really going to love me this morning. We're getting closer and closer. You ready for it? And closer. We don't need to do anything crazy, spectacular, right? Our hype, right, today is steady, consistent hype. No project. Listen, let me just, and then this is very important. Look, guys, spikes, right? Big events, catalyst. Yeah, that's very, very, very important. Hype is important, no doubt. Okay. Or energy. I would say you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. It's not hype that's really all that important. Hype is short term. Hype is look at the millions of coins that had massive hype that turned into nothing. Remember Jail Stool, right? For instance, that's just one. It's the people's coin. I'm gonna. Well, how did that work out? Oh, I don't know, and no offense. And I know that, I'm just using that as a little example. That's hype. And there's thousands of examples of that. Yeah. And we want, okay, sure, whatever. Don't get mad at me, but yeah, we want hype, no doubt about it. But what we really want is energy. And you know where that energy comes from? It comes from our horns, our UFD horns. Let's keep the energy alive. That's what will sustain us over an even longer long term. We're 9 months old, right? And we have done steady, doing the most important thing, building a quality community. A community based on trust, a community based on love, acceptance, forgiveness. Okay. We want some of these prodigal unicorns to come back, right? Remember, remember Emma? Remember Ryan Waller? Right. And I believe people like that we've seen it already. We've had some great people, and people have things that happen. And, I'm not, whatever. I get it. No doubt. Right. But what we want is more and more and more quality people in this community. And it's happening. Okay. It's happening every single day. It's happening, right, because of you. And I'm talking to you. Okay. I'm not talking to a camera, although I am. But what I'm really looking at when I look into that lens are your eyes, right? Thousands of people out there that feel what we feel together as a community. And that cannot be replicated. That can never be done again. We got a special situation, right? We don't just have digital scarcity, but we have an environment that is like nothing that's ever occurred before. Let's keep up the good work. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out with me in the basement today. Be good to yourself. That will give you a platform from which to be good to other people, and you deserve it. I'll see you soon.